Eat, Drink, DFW from the Dallas Morning News is made possible by Central Market.
Hello, and welcome to Eat, Drink, DFW, the podcast from the Dallas Morning News food team. Each week, we take a look at food and drink trends in North Texas, talk about restaurants in Dallas-Fort Worth, learn some new recipes, and sometimes even get tips from you, our listeners. I'm Anna Butler, the Dallas Morning News' food editor. We're catching up on the latest food trends in North Texas from openings to closures. Plus, we're going to be getting into what's been a controversial topic for some, lab-grown meat. That's all coming up right after this.
Guten Tag, y'all. Are you really into German cuisine? Do you believe in love at first Brotzeit? How often do you shine your Stein? Do you really know your schnitzel? Ever ate so much you nearly split your lederhosen? If the answer's ja, then don your dirndl and prepare to Prost at Central Market's Passport Germany, exploring all that makes Deutschland delicious. From Riesling to Rye, Spätzle to Schnitzel, and a whole lot more. Whether you're a German food expert or ich bin ein beginner, missing this event would be the worst. Plan your trip at centralmarket.com.
For the latest food and restaurant news in Dallas-Fort Worth, visit dallasnews.com/food. Also, we'd love to hear from you, so email us at eatdrink@dallasnews.com. Today, I am joined by Sarah Blaskovich, Claire Baller, and Imelda Garcia. Summer can be slow on the news front, but man, this past week has been jam-packed. Sarah, do you want to kick us off?
Yes, we start with upscale dining. We have 3 new restaurants that either have opened or will open within 3 weeks. These are kind of destination dinners, places that you might want to go if you have either something to celebrate or just a big night where you want to spend a little. Do you want to hear about each one?
Yes.
Of course. Okay, first we have Sauvage. It opened August 27th. It is a 12-seat omakase restaurant, but it is not Japanese food. Chef Casey LaRue and his wife, Amy LaRue, have opened this restaurant in downtown Dallas. It's actually right next door to the Dallas Morning News for anybody who might want to pop in and say hello. They are doing quite a bit of wild game. It is something like 16 to 18 courses, and get this, $245 per person.
Only 12 seats? Wow, that's super exclusive.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if it's appropriate to share this, but they have a wood-burning smoker or oven or something in the kitchen there. Is that right?
They do. It's a hearth. You can see the flames sort of licking the air.
Which is like so beautiful as someone who loves fire. However, they were really trying to test out what that was like, because that's hard to do in a restaurant. And what ended up happening, and why it's significant that this place is next door to the Dallas Morning News, is that they were pumping the smoke from Sauvage near where the intake for the AC was at the Dallas Morning News.
Yes, they were.
Slowly, the entire newsroom just started smelling like wood. And we all had a different take as to what it was. And I first said patchouli. You said something else.
I said drugs.
She did say drugs. And then Claire, you were like, I think it's barbecue. And Claire was the closest out of all of us.
Well, and what's funny is once we put together where it came from, the fire was lit because I was there interviewing him.
Yes.
Like it was all part of, like a day where they were prepping and talking. And I didn't mean to really cause that, but I was part of it. Whoops.
Okay, so did anything like that happen when you visited Momani or Mamani? Or how do we say it, Sarah?
Great questions. Momani is the name of a new restaurant in Uptown Dallas. It opened on September 2nd. No, I did not notice any notable fire hazards in this restaurant. No, I'm kidding. It is a French restaurant first and foremost, but there is an Italian bent to it. The chef is from France, but he worked for Joël Robuchon in Las Vegas for 14 years. And so this restaurant is all his menu. So it's his French background, but he has Italian grandparents who cooked every Sunday. And it is a bit of a combination of those two cuisines in this very charming European upscale bistro.
Sarah, do you know what is behind the name?
I do. They call their grandmother Mamani, and she has an apartment in Paris still to this day. She's still alive. And this was kind of their ode to their French grandmother.
Aw. That's so sweet.
Yes, and the owners, I should point out, are 2 youngish men who are SMU grads who currently own Namo and Bar Colette in West Village. This is their 3rd restaurant, and then next door to this restaurant, they plan to open the Bread Club later this year. So they will have 4 restaurants, each of which are next door to one another in 2 different uptown areas. So they seem to be consistent when it comes to picking a spot.
Well, Avra is also in Uptown too. So I feel like every new opening just seems to be in Uptown these days.
Yeah, Uptown or downtown Dallas is where you want to go, it sounds like. The third high-end opening that I want to mention is Avra. It opens September 19th in Crescent Court, otherwise known as near where the Crescent Hotel is. Avra is a Mediterranean restaurant, mostly a seafood restaurant that started in New York City from a Greek guy and a team of people making healthy-ish Greek food look fabulous.
It really is the thing that my sources and friends ask me the most about. Of all of the openings this year, everyone's wanted to know when Avra was going to open.
Yeah, I agree. Avra is one of those ones that keeps coming up in conversation. One of the reasons for that, Anna, is that Avra was supposed to open in the spring and construction delayed it a little bit. But some people have asked me about it too, because driving by, once it was done, it's super beautiful. There is a room called, I think, the Conservatory. That's kind of this glassed in restaurant with neutral tones and, lots of greenery. And so from the outside, you can see it. So I've had people say like, well, I think it's open because I can see in there. And we know for sure it's not quite open, but come September 19th, you're going to want to get a reservation. I do think it'll be a hotspot for business lunches and dinners of all kinds.
And then you have an opening in October, Claire.
Yeah. So there is a barbecue restaurant that has made news recently for being on Texas Monthly's top 50 list for this year. This is called Yerby's Barbecue and Water Ice. We'll get to that in a second. And it is in Pilot Point, or rather it's been in Pilot Point, just closed to relocate to Plano.
The other P that we know a little bit better than Pilot Point.
Correct.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and so they are hoping to open by end of October near US 75 and Parker Road.
I know exactly where that is. And Anna, I think, is still thinking about my other P comment.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? You can't say it on the podcast?
Totally. Princeton, Texas is what I was thinking about.
I know what you were thinking.
So this place, they specialize in halal barbecue, but also water ice, which if you're not familiar with water ice, that's understandable.
I also wanted to make sure that's how you pronounced it, because it is the two words water and ice all together.
What a rice.
And I don't know, wateriche.
Like my bohangla.
It is water ice, and this is actually a dessert from Philadelphia, which is where one of the owners, Sabrina Henley, is from. Her husband, CJ, is from New Orleans. Neither of them are specialized in Texas barbecue until about 5 years ago when it became a serious hobby.
Wow.
And water ice is a non-dairy frozen dessert that is primarily made from fruit and sugar. And anyway, it is on their menu as well. So it's one of the few places in the Dallas area where you can get it.
Okay, I want to talk about the barbecue, but back to water ice for one more second. Is this a snow cone?
It's not.
Okay.
And it's not a snowball.
Okay.
It's nothing else other than water ice.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
It's very, very creamy with no dairy.
Oh.
It's super interesting.
I was going to say, it's almost like a sorbetto.
Yes. Yes, that's probably what it's closest to.
Is it like an agua fresca, frozen agua fresca, something like that?
In theory,
Okay.
A lot more sugar, though. And
Yeah.
the sugar is what helps give it the texture that it has.
Oh, I see.
yeah. So this place, is supposed to open end of October, and they'll be open Friday through Saturday, or until they sell out 11 to 3 for lunch hours.
And as Claire had to tell someone who'd commented on her story, they don't only serve brisket. They have more than that. The halal pantheon is not just beef.
Right. So because they are halal, they don't have any pork, but they have smoked chicken, smoked meatloaf, which is really interesting. I've tried it. They also make hot links in-house. And on, I think, Saturdays, they do beef ribs.
Oh.
Yerby's had been on my list to drive up to Pilot Point soon. I'm trying to get to any of the barbecue places on Texas Monthly's list in DFW that I haven't been to. And Yerby's was one of them. And now it's going to be just a little bit closer.
Yeah. Now you don't have to drive an hour.
Which is also how they felt, because it shortens their commute too. Don't they have 6 kids?
They do have 6 children. They live in Anna, so
Whoa.
the commute is a little bit better for them. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's a nightmare.
It's amazing.
I mean, from Anna to Palo Point, it's like I don't
Yes,
know.
I'm
Yeah.
taking
Wow.
this personally now.
Wow.
Yeah. So expect to see them in Plano next month.
Yeah, and I would say also conversely with what you're reporting right now is that's great news, but you also have some news about something that's kind of a Dallas staple that could end up closing due to a funding issue.
Sort of, yeah. So Good Local Markets has been around in Dallas operating farmers markets since 2009. And unfortunately, right now, their funding is in a precarious situation. They've lost some critical funding, which they're chalking up to kind of current political climate and economic climate. And they right now are looking at having to shut down their Lakewood market and probably go pretty bare bones on their White Rock market. Those are the 2 markets that they operate. And
And Where are those, Claire?
The White Rock Market is off of Garland Road in a Methodist church parking lot. And the Lakewood Market is off of Gaston. Ooh, you know where Gaston turns and there's all
Yes.
that going on right there?
Yes.
Yeah. This is really not descriptive, but it's right. It's right in there.
It's the one that used to meet in front of the TCBY.
Correct.
Oh, but
it used to be on Mockingbird.
But
And then they
it's not
moved
there
it to
anymore.
Gaston, and
And
it's
now-
right by it's that office building.
Yes, there's a tower right there.
I can talk to y'all a lot about who's acquired it and who's leasing
sure you
there.
can.
But I
yeah.
think it's White Rock Tower maybe, or Lakewood Tower.
Yes.
This is really not helpful. We should just Google this.
Yeah. So it's unfortunately looking like that market. The Lakewood Market is on Sundays. Once that market closes in November, it probably will likely not reopen for the spring season. And the White Rock Market, even if they have to do it on a volunteer basis, they're committed to trying to keep that work because it's really important to a lot of people in the Dallas area and to a lot of vendors. But that market might look a little different next season.
I find this really interesting, Claire, because as many markets as all of us have been to, I've never stopped to think who finances this. So can you talk a little bit about who does make sure that markets can pop up in a church parking lot?
Yeah, that's a good question. And the answer is it's the people of Dallas who really fund this one. It is totally nonprofit.
Oh,
Yeah, and that can be great, but also in this situation, it means that right now some of their big funding arms have kind of backed out for the coming season.
so they're also then looking for like some nice rich person who loves markets to give them money? I mean, is that like a reality?
Basically, I think they'll take funding from whoever wants to donate, but they've worked with some larger companies for funding. And from my understanding, they've had some people who've donated pretty consistently over the years that they've relied heavily on for their primary source of funding, that now they don't have that anymore.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. I love
Yeah.
a farmer's market on the weekend.
I was just there. That's where I often go to get bread from
Goat cheese man.
Yeah, there's great dairy, great meat, breads, pastries,
Tamale,
produce.
I always buy like earrings too. It's like I'm there for the something
yeah,
else. And then
of
like some cute
Yeah.
woman is selling like the jewelry she made. And I'm like, oh shoot, I'm always
Yeah.
a sucker for a pair of earrings.
I'm here. So
You want
You're
like
right.
an ear of corn and ear.
See?
And I just learned from reporting on this that they actually have a really strict process for who can set up shop there at the market. Also for those vendors who are not selling food, they have a volunteer jury that the applicants are presented in front of, and the jury votes based on all the information they gather of how their product is made and where and with what materials, etc. They're very particular about who sets up shop.
If gone wrong, that would make a great sitcom, like the Parks and Rec version of like
Of
the
farmers
super catty farmers market people. I hope they don't exist, but in my alternate universe, they do.
Imelda, you've delved into something at the intersection of food and politics as well. Lab-grown meat, or as those producing it like to call it, cultivated meat, was banned in Texas as of last week.
this is a piece of news that is like when you look at a movie of science fiction, but you don't know the end of what is going to happen. So from the first day of September, the lab-grown meat was banned from Texas for 2 years. And it's not a prohibition only. If you dare to bring some lab-grown meat to Texas, you are facing $25,000 of a fine or even jail time. So
That's crazy.
It's bad.
Well, and it was wild too because we only serve it in one restaurant. I think people have shipped it to themselves here, but we don't really widely distribute it. So it's like a little preemptive. So the people that are mad about it are mainly more mad that it's like, why are y'all controlling our choices before this is even a thing? Those for the ban essentially were trying to curb and protect the cattle market from what I understood too. So they're like, hey, let's not let this become an issue because it's Texas. So it's like, beef.
Yeah, that's right. The only restaurant that served that meat was Otoko in Austin. They have this lab-grown salmon into their omakase experience, so it was the only one. Would you like to know how is it made?
I don't understand. Are they growing like a chicken in a lab or are they growing like a chicken thigh in a lab?
A whole cow, right? No, it's not like that. So this lab-grown meat, they take some cells of an animal. They grow those cells in a bioreactor. So the cells start to grow up. Then they put some scaffolds in there, and then the cells start to build a thing.
What?
Yeah.
This is so weird.
I
is
told
it
you, science
building
fiction.
like a whole animal or
No,
just
it's-
like the cells of what it is?
Yeah, it's just the cells, and then they start to grow in the scaffolds. And then over time, they harvest the thing. I mean,
The
a
thing?
piece is a piece of something that is meat. It's lab-grown meat.
I'm so glad that there are people that are good at science because I believe in it, but it was not my thing that I was really good at in school. And anytime I say I believe in science, it makes it sound like I don't. But I don't know if I believe that I want to eat this.
I'm assuming that the thought process behind it is for environmental impact, sustainability, etc. Because we know, like, both for salmon and for beef, it not only costs a lot, but it also is quite a trickle-down impact
And
on
like chicken antibiotics and things like that they're pumping into it.
Right. Imelda, is that a lot of the push behind taking a lab-grown approach?
Yeah, it is. It is called the non-blood meat. It's a meat that is more human, so to speak, because you don't have to sacrifice animal for that, but you are still having the meat and the flavor and everything. And the other thing, remember all the gas pollution from the cows and everything that is contributing to climate change? All of that, yeah, of course. It's a cocktail of good reasons for this lab-grown meat.
I would try it. I'm just going to go out there and say, not because I want to, but because I believe in telling people what we think about food. I just want to know if it tastes as good. Does it taste better?
Now we'll have to wait for 2 years to know that.
Yeah,
In Texas.
right. Or $25,000.
Aha,
Do you
can
think
do it.
that we'll be punished if we go out of state and try it there?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
we come back to Texas with our secrets?
Yeah.
We're like, I tried it, but I was there,
But I
not
can't
here.
talk about it.
I mean, would you guys try it?
I will, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely try it.
Yeah, me
Imelda?
too. Yeah.
I mean, it's for research. It's for
Yeah.
our jobs. It's not for anything else. That's my thought.
All right, we are going to take a short break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about a local chef's picks for staple dishes in Dallas.
Guten Tag, y'all. Are you really into German cuisine? Do you believe in love at first Brotzeit? How often do you shine your Stein? Do you really know your Schnitzel? Ever ate so much you nearly split your Lederhosen? If the answer's yeah, then don your dirndl and prepare to Prost at Central Market's Passport Germany, exploring all that makes Deutschland delicious. From Riesling to Rye, Spätzle to Schnitzel, and a whole lot more. Whether you're a German food expert or ich bin ein beginner, missing this event would be the worst. Plan your trip at centralmarket.com.
Welcome back. In just a minute, we're getting into a recent Instagram post that sparked some conversation on the team. But here's a quick reminder to share our podcast with friends and family. We'd be so grateful if you helped us spread the word about Eat Drink DFW. So Gigi Zimmerman's straight to jail post, we've got to talk about it.
Wait, what? Straight to jail? What is that?
Okay, so she posted on Instagram a list of restaurants and the iconic dishes that you have to have at these. And if you don't have them, straight to jail.
Oh, okay.
And for those who don't know, Gigi is a local chef who's worked in restaurants and now I think primarily does private chef practice. She does some helpful lists of some of her favorite things around the city. She had this whole list of straight to jail foods, which I think they were pretty spot on.
Yes. The list includes the garlic noodles from Mat Hai Ba, the scallop taco from Resident Taco, blue corn pancakes from Encina, bread and butter from Fond, caviar and latkes from Beverly's, the Beast from Cane Rosso, just a longtime favorite of mine. And the list goes on.
I think we can all agree that this is an absolutely phenomenal list, but I had a question for y'all. What would you put on your own straight to jail list for Dallas? Because I've got mine. And I'm not going to start. I'm going to make Sarah start.
Okay, well, I think hers is a fantastic list. If I hadn't seen it, I would have said those garlic noodles from Mat Hai Ba would be straight to jail for me. It occurred to me immediately that this sounds like the dish series that Claire has written. About every Friday, she puts out a single dish she thinks is special and explains why. And I think all of those items on the dish should go on a straight to jail list. Don't you, Claire?
I would agree.
Yeah.
But, you know, I actually thought about writing about the Mat Hai Ba garlic noodles. And I said, wait, I think there's a dish at Mat Hai Ba that to me should be the thing that people order. And it is the crab and jasmine rice stuffed leeks at Mat Hai Ba. And so I ended up writing about that dish instead of the garlic noodles because I think this leek dish is spectacular and it's just technically fascinating. And so I think I'd maybe make that swap. I'd maybe take off the garlic noodles and put the leeks, which I know
You don't have
is
to move the
controversial.
garlic noodles.
That's
you
true.
can leave them
Okay,
there.
maybe they both go.
It's an and because I have an and to Hillstone because that apple cobbler is great, but I want the spinach and artichoke dip every time I go. Could you bear to not order that when you go? I also get the French dip every single time too.
Dips for dinner.
Dips for dinner.
That French dip from Hillstone is so Dallas famous.
Yes, but I had it in Austin growing up at Houston's that became Bartlett's.
Yes.
But I think they bought the recipes or something like that.
Yeah, it was Dallas famous when it was Houston's too. It was just kind of a beloved dish. And that French dip is great.
And I do think Dallas famous things are Dallas famous for a reason. Like, I cannot go to Javier's and not get the quail. And I actually did it recently and I regretted it and still do. And it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's like, did you even go if you don't get the quail?
Brisket queso at Katy Trail Ice House. That's another one where I'm like, did you actually go if you didn't get it?
Oh, see, for me, it's the cheese fries.
Oh, I've never had the cheese
You know
fries.
what? For me, it's the jalapeno bottle caps.
Wow.
Wow.
Learning a lot.
Yeah, right? I think this says something about each of us. Although I would happily eat all of them. Let me just say that.
I think for me, a straight to jail is if you go to Jimmy's in East Dallas and you don't get a sandwich. I've done it and I do feel guilty. Like, I feel like I made the wrong choice. If I go there to pick up a lasagna or pasta sauce or whatever and I don't get a sandwich, I feel like I did something wrong.
Yeah, it's like when you go and you say, oh, I like this thing, but oh my God, I'm here. I have to order this.
Yeah,
because
you might
I
as
like
well.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imelda, what's your straight to jail dish?
Okay, if you go to Don Artemio's, you have to try their guacamole with chapulines.
What is that?
Chapulines are grasshoppers, guys. Yeah.
Bugs in your guacamole.
Are they small or like big?
No, they are small
okay.
and they are red. So it's going to be like a green of the guacamole with the red of the grasshoppers.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's like Christmas.
And are they fried?
Yeah, they are. And you know what? In Mexico, they are so common in Oaxaca and other states. But here are kind of a delicacy because it's weird to find them there.
And you had a second one too, Imelda.
Yeah, if you are in Don Artemio, please do yourself a favor and ask for the Tres Leches del Desierto dessert. It's absolutely marvelous. It's delicious. It's this Tres Leches like deconstructed cake, but with ice cream. So you have to try it. Or go straight to jail. Yeah.
I have a recent one, and so I go to Jing Chi and Richardson probably 2 or 3 times a month. I like absolutely love it, and so I used to always get soup dumplings. My new thing there, and it was just me asking a staffer what people should order and that they're not ordering, the beef turnovers. I can't not have them now when we go.
Turnover reminds me of dessert.
It is extremely similar to a dumpling. It's essentially ground beef with like onions, pepper, and some other ingredients in there, but it's like a hockey puck sized dumpling. But
Whoa.
they just call it a beef turnover. And there's 3 of them, and they are hefty, but like they're so good.
Hefty. This makes me think that we should be asking more servers what they eat at the restaurant they work at, or chefs.
Yeah.
I ask every time with mixed results always. To me, it's helpful to always hear what people
It tells
say.
you both about the place and about the person
Yeah.
serving you, how they answer that question. It's a good point.
Yeah.
I think a lot of servers I know sometimes balk at the question because they're like, you don't know what kind of food I like, or I don't necessarily like fine dining food and I'm working at a fine dining restaurant or something like that. And so I always ask 2 questions. What is the most popular thing that people order? So essentially you're figuring out what the signature dish is, and then what they actually like. If they have time, if they're really busy, I would never do that.
I think mine would be old classics. If I were to differentiate from Gigi's list, which I think is really good, I would like pick all the old stuff that people love, like Dean Fearing's tortilla soup, which was famous at the Mansion, but now he serves it at his restaurant at the Ritz-Carlton. And actually Michelin interviewed him recently, and he kind of talked about his food origins and that tortilla soup is part of his story as a chef. And it's the very essence of Dallas, I feel like. And so tortilla soup at Fearing's or straight to jail. But then, like, what about a Fletcher's corny dog at the State Fair? Like, somebody I interviewed recently told me, like, if you went to the State Fair and didn't have a Fletcher's corny dog, I don't think you went to the State Fair, you know?
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail, that's right. And then the last one on my list, which is controversial, is Chili's chicken crispers, but the original recipe of those chicken tenders from Chili's, which were perfect, and they changed them. And millennials around the world, me included, are still upset about it.
That's because we should be.
I know, despite the fact that Chili's is like so hot right now. You guys, their $10.99 special is like all over the internet, and young people love Chili's. And I love that they love it because I grew up on Chili's, and Chili's was founded in Dallas. But like, come on with the chicken crispers. Straight to jail.
They should be straight in jail.
We're sending them to jail.
Correct.
And that's all the time we have for today, but we want to know what your straight to jail food is. Email us at eatdrink@dallasnews.com. And we don't want you to miss an episode, so make sure you're following Eat Drink DFW wherever you find podcasts. Special thanks to our producer, Julie Fisk. For the news, I'm Anna Butler. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Eat, Drink, DFW from the Dallas Morning News is made possible by Central Market.